It worked.
Let me fix my framing because we're just live right now. I'm just going to fix that. Well, wasn't that a nice? Oh, I got. I'm just going to remind your moderator to make sure they hit live on Instagram. Let me just make sure I can do that. I'm not seeing it come up yet, but
She
there
said
we
it
are.
just showed up now.
Yeah, mine did as well. I'm going to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, wasn't that just smooth as your fabulous
Smooth.
no camel toe underwear?
Right. That's amazing.
How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
I'm good.
Good.
First of all, let me get a little housekeeping out of the way, and then I want to hear all about High Rocks.
Okay.
But for anyone joining us right now, first of all, welcome. You got Jen Govier, Don Chubet. We're doing a second live stream shopping event with HUX, Helpful Underwear Extreme. If you are watching, and I see I've already got Tara McGuire, on my Instagram. We've got
Okay.
Bella, we've got Zandra, who is watching on my Instagram. I'm going to invite anyone that's watching on my Instagram or on the HUX Wear Instagram. Why don't you join us at myhux.ca? You're going to hit the live shopping menu item, and it's going to look just like this. The only difference is at the bottom, there will be the products we're going to show you, and you can press the button and you can shop right there. But if you don't want to go
Yes.
anywhere, that's fine. But we have a promo code, and I'm going to tell everyone what it is right now because they can start shopping because they only have 1 hour to use that. Live 30 for 30%
Percent off.
off on Helpful Underwear Extreme. Yay. Thanks for
Yay.
doing that. Thanks for doing that, Jen.
Yes. No, I'm happy to. I'm happy to. I think people are loaning their time, and time is precious. And so yeah, it's just a small way to say thank you. Thank you for showing up.
So speaking of which, before we get into the underwear, I need an update for anyone because I know we're still waiting for a few people to come in, but you can shop now. You just got that. Last time we talked, you were just getting ready to do High Rocks. How
Yes.
did it go?
It went amazing. It actually went better than expected. And so this was obviously the first time that I've done this. So I don't know who knows much about High Rocks, but it really is. They call it World Fitness Challenge, and so it's like you go in and you compete based on your age group. And we had a time in mind. I had a partner, Jessica Davis, who was unbelievable, pushing me, helped me dig deep when we couldn't get through it. And like there was tough moments, right? After you push a 200-pound sled and then you have to go run another kilometer. But it just proves to you that when you put the training in, it just all came together. Like in terms of, I learned so much going through this process about my fitness. Sometimes I'm a little bit scared of carbs. And so it's like I'm trying to get the protein, trying to get the vegetables, but I realized like testing this out through all the training is like your diet gives you the fuel to get through what you need to do. And so it was we wanted to finish in an hour and 20. We finished in an hour and 18, top 20 in our age group, which is very cool. And so we've already got our eyes on High Rocks in Toronto that first weekend in October. They actually have it this time. It was a 1 day event, and then next time it's going to be a 3 day event, so in Toronto. So
I love it. And I'm going to say probably that extra 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 2 seconds that you do.
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Probably because of the bomb thong. I see, by the way, I see so many of you on Instagram right now. I'm going to ask your moderator just this one time to type in your Instagram account where to join us live so that they can access the show while they shop. You're going to the website myhux.ca, promo code live30 to get 30% off. So all of you on Instagram, join us there. It's going to look
Yep.
the same on your phone. I want to talk about your design. So
Yes.
we've got a few options, by the way, and they're all 30% off. So we've got your Da Bomb Thong in the 2.0 and the OG, although I will tell you, we're sold out of actually some sizes in the 2.0 and the styles too, right?
We are. So we are sold out on the small thong in the 2.0. But what I will say is you have there, you're holding up the 2.0, or sorry, the OGs. The OGs very similar. They have, you can see here, this is the 2.0. You're holding up the OG.
Okay.
Very similar. It has the same gusset, which everybody loves. And it's made out of the bamboo charcoal, which is phenomenal of pulling away odor and moisture. Very similar. I would say the difference is that comes in the standard, that one comes, the OG comes in the standard mid to low. on the 2.0, we have the option low to high, so it comes up just below the belly button if people want more of that tummy coverage. And the thong back, we thinned it out a little bit on the 2.0, but like I still wear my OGs all the time. They're trusted. I wore them in High Rocks. Like they are super comfortable. So if I will say, if folks want to order, if they're typically a small and they want to give us a try, I would say if you're ordering the OGs, go up a size if you like a less snug fit.
Beautiful. And I noticed, thank you to your moderator for putting up our shopping buttons. I see we have now people starting to float into our live shopping app, which is visible when you go to myhux.ca.
Right.
And I know a lot of you, gosh, I have so many people watching on Instagram right now, and I expect you do too as well, Jen. If you are watching on Instagram, people can still shop. They just go to your website and enter the promo code, right?
Right. Yeah. They can go in and do, yeah, just at the checkout, they put in the discount code live30 to get that 30% off all of the items in there. Oh, look at Sarah, the best performance undies ever. I love that, Sarah. Thanks for the shout out.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. And I'm hoping that we're seeing let us know, Sarah, are you seeing the shopping button on the app? You can slide through the different products. So I know we're talking about the Bomb Thong, but maybe someone is interested in the Heroic Hipster, and people can shop everything. Thank you, moderator, for putting that up. All you got to do is press that button and it takes you right to checkout and you don't leave the show. So we've got thongs and we've got hipsters. Are they all kind of the same fabrication and general concept?
Yeah, so I would say so. Yes, the fabric, the actual gusset is made out of the bamboo charcoal, which is phenomenal at pulling away the odor and moisture. The body is made out of a polyester spandex, and we did that intentionally because we want, when you're working out, and moving around, we want you to have that give, but to give you that still tucked in feeling, which you wouldn't get if the whole underwear was made out of the bamboo charcoal. It just, you lose the integrity to some extent when it comes to working out, and they don't stay in place as well. So that's why the most important part, the gusset, is bamboo charcoal. The rest of the underwear is made out of the polyester spandex.
Yeah, and even though on the like the cream, for instance, like it's not
Yes.
necessarily the same kind of design, like as you can see, and as you would expect, it would not be, but it's all that same technology. I'm curious, Jen, when for anyone that's watching, and I know we're seeing the Heroic Hipster 2.0 low to mid rise. Ooh, I believe the 2.8 black hipster in the low to mid rise is sold out in the size
Medium.
medium.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So what I would say is we have it in the OGs, but go up a size if you like a less snug fit. I
Okay.
will say the other difference between the 2.0 and the OG is if you look at here, we have more of a seamless edge on our 2.0. So that was one of the changes that we made. But in terms of the OG, what's amazing about the OG is you can do squats and you can do runs and it's going to stay in place. So you just, in some cases, can see a bit of the panty line, not always. But yeah, you still have that coverage up front, to make sure you have no Cameltoe, which is the reason I invented HUX. So that still exists, the bamboo charcoal. And what I love what you're pointing out there, Dawn, because it's not like overly thick, but it's enough that gives you a buffer so that you feel protected. So it gives you the coverage, but you still have the comfort. And the cool thing about bamboo charcoal is it is thermoregulating. So in the summer, it's going to keep you cool, and in the winter, it's going to, so it's amazing at regulating
Yeah,
the
it sure is.
the
I'm
parts.
watching. So Kim is watching on Instagram. Hi, Kim. Hi, Mary. Mary is a fellow live seller. So I'm really glad
Oh,
to see Mary on
nice.
here. Can I invite any of you that are watching on Instagram? You've already got your phone out. We don't want you to miss the show, but we also want you to be able to shop in the most interactive way. So if you go to myhux.ca, I put it in my comments, you'll see a live shopping menu. And if you press that and you go watch now, or I don't know, I think it says watch now or join live or something, then you're going to see the same show. It's going to look the same on your phone, exactly the same, but you can scroll through the items, you can press the button. It's very interactive and you can still ask your questions. And of course, we got our moderators standing by, so feel free to ask questions. And I guess the big question I have for you is, why did you start this? Because I know we have lots of people watching for the first time and going, why is
Yeah.
Dawn working with Jen, who's like selling underwear? And there's like, nope, what's that say? I've got 99 problems, but I'm
And
looking,
camel
read it.
toe is none of them. Like none of them.
So talk us through what's your why? What's your origin story?
So my origin story is I was at the gym doing kettlebell swings. I was feeling confident, and I got a glimpse. I was just checking out my form, got a glimpse of my own camel toe, and I was like, "What the hell? My anatomy is pretty standard." And so I was like, "What's going on?" And so I went looking for a product, and when I couldn't find it, I was talking to my niece Katie, and she's a cheerleader, and she said, "Aunt Jen, what we do is when we actually put these little inserts in our underwear." And when they throw us up, then nothing sticks. And I thought, okay, that's amazing. She goes, you need to try them. I tried them, put them in my drawers. And then they worked like a charm until they did. And I was doing laps around the gym, and the instructor stopped to pick something off the ground. And she didn't want somebody to trip on it. So she picked it up and she's looking at it. And what she didn't realize, what was in her hands was in my pants just a moment ago. And so I never admitted it. But that really was the genesis of HUX. I'm like, geez, why isn't this stitched in? And so we literally started with a team, and it's like we started out with like a prototype with staples stuck in it, and we just started to develop a product.
Amazing. And then here we are today, fresh off of High Rocks, beat your goal time. And right now
Yep,
you're seeing the Bomb Thong 2.0 low rise,
yep.
which is available right now on 30% off, promo code live30. Mary, I love the website, the inventory, and the live shop. Thank you, Mary.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Mary.
we're trying, here's the thing, Jen, and I know right now this is a little bit of a new way to shop. A lot of us hear about like things like TikTok shop and all of that. But we don't have TikTok shop in Canada. You can watch TikTok, obviously, but we wanted to give you a seamless, just like your underwear,
Yeah.
way to shop. So if you're on the website, and I see some of you are starting to join us there, Ashley, I hope you join us. Mary, Kim, I hope you join us there as well. Lisa, you're going to at the bottom see that right now our moderator has put on the seamless heroic hipster, which I have here. You'll see the regular price, but when you enter promo code live30 at checkout, you're going to get 30% off. That's like almost $10 off
Yep.
of this patented design underwear. And right now you're seeing the heroic hipster. We've got this available in cream, and we're gonna almost like a French vanilla. And we've also got it in black, but I do believe we're sold out in the 2.0 of the small. So advice for anyone that is going, darn it, I need that heroic hipster in size small. What do they do?
They can go up a size, order a medium, and you can, yeah. So I would say if you wanted the medium, if you're typically a medium, we just say if you're going to order the OGs, just go up a size. And here's what I will say: if anyone who knows me or is getting to know me, if you are not happy, I'm not happy, the team isn't happy, we will refund. No, we won't exchange. I've said
No,
that
there's no
before.
we
I
know
do
that
not
there's
want your underwear back. You
no,
can
no,
have the
because it does.
undies.
Yeah. And I think we should also say like, and this, I remember when I was selling like what's called intimate products on TSC, right? Because we would sell female intimate wellness products and also toys, frankly. We
Yeah.
did. And so of course there's a return policy, but it's not actually returned. What happens is when that happens, it literally gets thrown out. It's unfortunate, but it does. And
Yeah.
not unfortunate because of course you don't want something used, but it's sad that, so much goes into something, it goes to waste, but you want people to be happy when you get your products too. By the way, I've already done notes on this because I had to do my cheat sheets, but like your package comes beautifully, arrives at your home, your underwear are in the packages. And this is an old package, by the way, because the new ones just have a little tiny
Yes.
window
Still
there.
plastic.
But like, and I don't know if you handwrite on everybody's, you did on mine, but you have really shown people that how valuable they are to you as a
Yeah.
small
Oh my
business
gosh.
owner, right?
Yep. I handwrite as long as I can do this. Like we're growing at a very fast pace, but it's so important to me. People have options to where they want to spend their money, and I'm very grateful for every purchase. And so I pour my heart and soul into the notes because I want them to feel the love that I feel when they trust our products. And so anyone who purchases today will get obviously that 30% off. But if you're not happy, there's like no. I pride our business in making sure that our customers are happy.
And can I just say, I know that you have the cream
Yep.
for various reasons. We all have our own personal reasons of why we choose colors. Sometimes it's just like whatever makes you happy, and then sometimes it's just the functionality of things. For me, I don't buy cream underwear. I'm glad you have it because I know there's lots of women that wear light pants and they like cream and all of that. But and I just don't, because I just all the reasons that I don't
Yeah.
need to explain, because women understand maybe what the challenge might be. Guys, I'm not doing that for you.
No.
Sorry. And I know we have some Barb. I think we have mostly women watching, which is great. And I see so many of you are starting to join us at myhux.ca. Go there so you can swipe and actually press buttons and shop. Otherwise, you can still shop. You just go to the website before the end of the show. Otherwise, that promo code is gone.
Yep.
Live 30. But I love that you've done black for all of those reasons. I don't personally buy cream for myself. So I love that you brought us black and that
Yes.
gusset. Oh, it's just the best. And you can see, Jen, you talked about how it's not like super thick, like throwing a maxi pad in there, but you can
Right.
see the difference between like where the butt part is, I'm going to say
Yep.
that, and the gusset.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I will say is women have told us that they like for people who don't care about camel toe, they're like, you know what, it's not really an issue for me. It's not an issue for everybody. But what I will say is women have said that they wear panty liners to stay fresh. And so this eliminates the need for panty liners because quite frankly, panty liners have a plastic lining. They're not breathable. So they kind of trap that odor. And so these, whether you order the thong or the hipsters, it makes you it's fresh feeling. It's like I will say, like even going to the gym and then running to the grocery store, it dries really quick, it keeps you fresh, it pulls away that odor and moisture, and like you're helping with the environment because you're eliminating that unnecessary panty liner.
Yeah, Mary just bought the seamless heroic hipster. Woo!
Mary.
I see, in the States, they on TikTok, right? Like everyone's got like little bells and whistles and cheesy things. Oh, I like the hearts. Ooh, you guys put hearts there. I didn't know you could put hearts there. Add hearts, everybody, get us
Yes.
excited. But I like, you maybe next time we're gonna do a ding. When you go to the bar and someone tips the kitchen and they
Yes.
go, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. I do have a cowbell
Yeah,
somewhere,
that might work.
or
Yes.
a camel bell, camel toe bell. Ooh, we're getting gross. Do you want me to flash you?
Yes, do it.
Yeah, so let's explain to everybody, when we say you get flashed all the time at the gym, I want to be mindful of
I
what we're telling people
Okay,
what's
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, so I get a little, and I love it. I love to get flash. It's a little flash of the HUX waistband. So it is, yeah. It's a proud moment for me when I get flashed.
I love it. I see we've
Yeah,
got the Boost ball cap on there. I think you only have maybe 2 or 3 left of the ball cap. So if you want it, grab it now.
yeah.
It says limitless on it. It's great. But I'm going to ask our moderator, toss up the bomb thong, because that's what I just showed you.
Okay, yeah,
If we can, just in case anyone wants to shop the bomb thong. I'm actually wearing the OG.
yeah,
But we also thank you for doing that, moderator. Low to mid rise. I think there's also another rise, correct?
yeah. There's a low to yeah, mid. We call it mid to low, and then sorry, mid to high, and then the low rise.
Okay. But we also have again the 2.0. So when we look at the mid to high rise, I'm not going to strip for everybody,
Yeah.
but can you, like, maybe on your Judy in behind, can you kind of give us an idea of where like things sit? Just if
And
anyone's trying to decide
can you
which to
see this?
wear.
I don't know. Can you see my Judy? You can't see my
Yeah.
Judy.
Yeah, yeah,
Can you
I
see
can
them
see
on the
it.
table here? Okay, so you can see one here is the high rise.
Oh, I
So
can't see the one. I can't see the one on your
this
camera,
one,
right? Yeah, I can't see
this
that
one.
one.
Okay, so this one is. I wish I could do this. Can I do this? One sec here. I'm holding two. Let me
I
see if
love
I.
it.
Let me see if I
Hey,
can do this. What I'll do for the audience. So if you look at the difference, am I holding this up right? So one comes up a little bit higher. So you can see the belly button, like you can get the idea. This torso is a little bit taller. So you can see it gives you a little bit more tummy coverage on this is the high rise.
okay, perfect. I just want people to understand. So if you're curious, and I will say, I think the 2.0, remind me, the 2.0, you did bring it up a little bit, even
The
on the low to mid,
2.0,
right?
yeah, the 2.0 is the only version that offers the high waist.
Okay, so this is great for all of you watching, and I have to tell you that what when I was looking at your inventory, and I know we're sold out of the 2.0 in the small de bomb thong, and
Right?
also the 2.0 in the small. So a lot of the smalls go very quickly. If you're small, grab it or size up. Like, don't let this stop you from buying today. And that's in the heroic hipster. But it's important to note too that you are not. Your inventory is such that it's not being replaced until June. So it's
Till
like if you
June.
right.
Yeah. I know it's not as quick as we would want, but we just sold through inventory. We had a number of volleyball teams and baseball teams place orders. And so we've just run through them fairly quickly. So they are coming, but in the meantime, like both of us have said, you can go up on the medium thong, and it's in black, and it's just as comfortable and provides you with that coverage.
You were
Yeah.
talking about how a lot, like you, and you heard this from, I think you said your daughter who's a cheerleader. Is that what you
No,
said?
my
Oh, your
niece.
niece.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have kids? I don't even know if I ever asked you that.
Yeah, I have two boys. My boys know too much. They know more about Cameltoe than they have any business knowing. They're 20. Josh is 20 and Matt's 23, and my husband too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I can see our moderator in my Zoom message. She's killing herself laughing. She's trying to be mindful and be quiet while we're talking, but I can see her laughing. By the way,
Yeah.
if you're joining us right now, oh, I'm going to sneeze. That never happens on air.
No, it's a sign of good luck. Oh my
It-
gosh, that's
oh,
good.
now you brought, no, I don't know. It's going to happen. Okay. Okay, I see people. It's going to happen. I see people watching on my Instagram. Barb's watching. Ron's watching. King Will 3000. We are welcoming all of you who are
Oh
watching on
wow.
Facebook, YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. I know people are watching on yours as well. I would love if at least some of you wouldn't mind helping us out by trying to go to myhux.ca to the live shopping button. You can still watch from your phone, and it's going to look. It's going to look like what you're seeing on Instagram, but actually better, because not only are you going to be able to see the comments that are coming up, but you're actually going to have a button because it's integrated with the checkout that you can press the button, and it doesn't finish the purchase. You still have to do all the same things you do as when you go on a website. But what's great is that you're not going to lose watching the show, which you will if
Right.
you go shop later. But either way, Live 30 is the promo code. We only have 38 minutes left of that 30% off. You're going to save $10 on the Heroic Hipster, which we're seeing right here in the low rise, comes in black and in cream, and of course on the bomb thongs. You were talking earlier too. So back to your niece, the cheerleader, saying, "Well,
Yeah.
we put panty liners in there." And I will say, so first of all, we talked about like plastics and this and that. For me personally, and I know we've got people watching, and I'm going to regret doing TMI here. I just know it. I'm
I
going to
don't
end up
think you
on,
will.
I'm going to be on some meme or something like that. But I find mm, pads very irritating. I don't know if it's what's in them, but in that my intimate area there, I find it irritates me. Like
Mhm.
it doesn't feel good. Let's put it that way. Not
Right.
not the way the bamboo gusset feels. Put it that way.
Yes. Yep. And so, what I will say, I know I'm not a doctor. I have to put this declaration. You're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But what I will say is, people have said anecdotally, because that bamboo charcoal pulls away that odor and moisture, primarily moisture. They have not had UTIs since they started wearing HUX. And so, because it just keeps you dry. The other thing that I will say is, even if people want to say like I'm not an athlete, I'm not a gym goer, you don't have to be. If you travel in your underwear longer than 6 hours, these will keep you fresh and keep you dry. And so it's a travel panty. It's the best travel panty on the market, and I will stand by that because the feedback has been phenomenal about how well they keep up during travel.
Yeah, and for carrying of the for these, like these, so first of all, you're getting like I think it's either just under $10 or just over $10. It's $30 off anyway, put it that way,
Yeah,
because I think these are 34.95, and then yeah, so actually over $10.
yeah,
You're getting off only for the next 36 minutes. These are an investment underwear. This is not the go to La Senza, go to Victoria's Secret and go to the bargain bin where you get 20 pairs for $5. I've done that when I've thought, oh, I just need something. But like most things, you don't know what's wrong with what you've been doing until you feel what's right.
right. It's true. It's so true. It is so true. And we've heard that time and time again. We find people will test it out. So they'll buy a pair and then they'll come back a week later and buy another pair because buy more because they want them every day of the week now, because there's nothing like it. And it's beyond comfortable.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Mary is written down. By the way, thank you. I see our numbers going up on your website, which is great. I know we have way more watching on Instagram and Facebook, but join the party on the website,
Yes.
because then you can press the button and you shop, and then you see, like Mary did, with the discount, it is less than $24 shipped,
Chipped.
even with shipping. Oh God, that was booby. That was booby bounce. We don't need that.
That's awesome. And the other thing is, I will say we ship globally. So we shipped to Australia, Hong Kong, all over the globe. We are happy to ship this. And so, yeah, the other thing that I do want to share, which is kind of exciting, is some of you may or may not know Trish Stratus. So she has been for me one of, like, when I think about a strong woman, very, very kind. If she was a wrestler in WWE, for people who don't know that, in the Hall of Fame at WWE, fitness enthusiast, she actually helped us launch our 2.0 collection. So she tried and really liked them and said, people approach her all the time, but she said, I love the product so much that we did a launch with her, and she unbelievable, lived up to everything I thought, hoped she would be, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting. So first of all, and Trish also did. I think she did. Is she a judge on Canada's Got Talent? You might have said that. I think I was.
Yes,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah,
was.
she is.
Okay, I don't know if you said that or not. I was typing on Instagram trying to
Yeah.
get. If you're watching on Instagram, Donna, Trisha, Sean, King, SMS, Ron, join us on the myhux.ca and go into the live shopping menu, because then you can actually press the buttons, and those are the comments mostly that we're reading, because we only have so many hands and so many eyes. But so to the point of Trish Stratus, I mean, what is that? I'm going to play interviewer now. What
Yeah,
does that
yeah,
mean? What does that mean to you when you have somebody who is so public facing, doing just like this and going, I'm
yeah,
proud to wear helpful underwear extreme.
yeah. It's up. You know what? It's such validation of all the work and all the time and effort that the team has done in putting together. Like, we were um, just crazy about the details. Like, by the time we were done, we've had over 25 prototypes. Like, we don't want this, can you change this, and just building products that people love. And so when you look at our 2.0 collection, like, that was iterated, an iteration of feedback based on our community. So women are saying, can you give us the option to have a higher, we want a little bit more belly coverage, so we gave that option. Can you thin out the thong a little bit? We thin the thong out. We want to build products that people love and trust. The seamless, I don't want to have any lines at all. And so we now have the seamless. And so someone like Trish Stratus to say, hey, this got my attention, I tried it and loved it, and her willingness to partner, and we met face to face, and, like, was just as excited to help us launch this and get this out to the world. Like, it was a very validating.
Yeah, and I will say that, those kinds of validations and testimonies, and I know you've got so many great reviews. I mean, we're seeing Mary, we're seeing, oh my gosh, we just had 5 people add to cart. Okay, let's see. Everyone's ordering to bomb thong 2.0. Some are ordering low to mid, some are ordering mid to high. So great. I hope you're all getting what you want. That's the goal. I will say Jen has indicated that the current stock of what she has of the 2.0, when it's gone, you cannot replace until June. You got to wait for
So,
things to come in. So if you've got, like, you got you're running low, or you finally realize you deserve better, this is the time to do it. Jen is a Canadian.
yes.
She ships globally, but as Canadians, we love all you around the world. And she takes her business to such heart, so much so that this is kind of your first big push in the last few months since actually letting go of your secure full-time job and betting on you and on HUX after doing essentially 2 full-time jobs for years.
Years, 9 years, 9 friggin' years. But you know what? We wanted proof of concept. We wanted to perfect the product. We changed manufacturers so that we could go up bigger sizes. So we've extended our sizing to make sure that we're body inclusive. So we go up now from extra small all the way up to double XL, which takes you from, 0 all the way up to size 22. And we will continue to build where there's a need and continue to build products. And I can't thank the community enough for giving us the feedback, because we will build and we're just getting started. Like, we are prototyping now to put the insert into yoga pants. We're looking at doing volleyball shorts, sports bras. We're going to do it all. But right now we're just taking care of it takes time, right? So,
And I think what's important to note too is, right now you're not available in stores anywhere. You're
we
like,
are available in some, so F45 locations,
okay,
and we are available in some boutique stores. So some stores, within southwestern Ontario.
yeah, but and I listen, I don't want to take business from those stores because I know that they are very important to you. And I know
Yes,
F45 is very important to you.
very
But
important.
But if you're there right now watching on your phone and you're in the middle of going through checkout, you're not getting 30% off. You're not getting 30% off there. I hate to say it,
It's
but you're
true. It's true.
not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the time to do it. Someone else just added the bomb thong. Great. We've got black and we've got cream. And I will say that we're already sold out of small in
Yes.
the 2.0 of both the thong and the hipster in the low to mid. Wow, Jen. So for anyone just joining us, we talk a lot about how athletic you are. You just finished High Rocks. You knocked two seconds off of your goal because of HUX. I'm saying that. Um,
No
so
question.
so unofficially, you might beat your times
Yes.
if you well, unofficially, because you're not, because you know what? I will say, listen, and I'm only half joking, but when you are uncomfortable physically or emotionally, or you feel insecure about something, it affects performance.
Oh, it sure does. Sure
So,
does.
so when you were doing your high rocks and when you talk to the athletes and people that keep flashing you, and just for you just joining us, this is what flashing looks like. Hey, look at um these are people that are trusting you to feel their best
Right.
while they're doing
Right.
whatever they want to do.
Yeah, so it's like no distractions. So you, and even if you're not in the gym, if you're on a stage, right? You're on a stage and you're giving a, we had someone post something on their Instagram saying, "Look, I'm going up to do my speech, and thank God I have my hugs because it's going to stay in place. Nothing's going to stick. It gives you that buffer, so there's going to be no camel toe, to give you the confidence so you can focus at the task at hand and with no distractions."
Now, I'm not going to say too that Hux is going to encourage you to go to the gym. This is what you do next. When you create your lining and all the technology that will meld into, the evolution of Hux, can you please have something that kicks my ass, that takes and forces me to the gym?
Yeah,
But
I
so
can.
to that point, you don't need to be an athlete to enjoy the benefits of Hux. So talk us through why Hux.
So Hugs, like, so it gives you, you don't have to be an athlete to be mindful of a camel toe. And I can say camel toe, and I'm sure that everybody on this call knows what I mean when I say camel toe. Even people who don't go to the gym because they've experienced it putting on their clothes. So you're gonna get the coverage, you're gonna get the comfort. Like this stretch on this is so beautiful. It's so comfortable. And you're gonna feel fresh. So you could be out sitting on a patio in the summer and you get warm down there, especially perimenopausal women or menopausal women, right? It's like you get warm and this will keep you cool and keep you fresh. So I would even argue that moms on the go, they're running around more than a lot of athletes or people at the gym. So it is all inclusive. If you're a woman, we've got you covered.
I'm going to ask the odd question, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you've had this before. Do you, and I know camel toe is really unique to us, but men, they got their moose knuckles. Have you heard that? Have you heard that before?
Oh, I talked to men. They're like, when's it coming? I said, listen, we're going to have your moose knuckle cover. We're just trying to, like, for us, we just want to make sure that we perfect this.
And that's fair. And you know what? It's okay for us to have something just for us. But hey, if you're a guy and you like your women's, then you might as well do the best. I do not judge. You're tapping into a whole new market we didn't even know. Well, I know it exists,
Yes.
but maybe you're not marketing to.
We're not necessarily marketing to, but we certainly welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And welcome, by the way. I just saw, okay, So just added the seamless heroic hipster. Can we toss that one up, moderator, please? I know I'm speaking without saying names, but I want to respect the privacy of our moderators. So that's why I'm going moderator. Thank you for putting that up. So just bought the mid to high rise. That's great.
Oh
If you
gosh.
want the low to mid rise, though, in the hipster, we're sold out of small, unfortunately. So apologies about that. But how can we do that if someone still wants it, but they're normally a size small? Can they size up? Is that
They
okay?
can
Or
shut for the I we highly recommend sizing up on the OGs if they like a less snug fit.
okay. And someone else just added the OG Da Bomb thong. Okay, so thank you everyone that's joining us on the website. I do see we still have lots on. Oops, I better press return so people know the promo code on my Instagram. If you are watching on Instagram, thank you. Well, we're happy to have you there. Some of you are watching on my Facebook, on YouTube, globally. Hux ships globally, and
We do.
we just had someone add to cart with the promo code live 30. Oh, so just bought another pair. Woo!
Also, I want to see here. Sue made a comment. My waitress niece loves her HUX. So that's just to the point that it doesn't matter. You don't have to go to the gym. You can be running around as a waitress, and we've got you covered.
Yeah, and if you want more coverage, that's when you're going with the heroic hipster. Of course, we've
Yeah.
got the thong. If you are watching on the website, and I now see we have more people watching on the website than Instagram, so yay. The reason we're trying to do that, it's not for analytics, frankly, are better if we keep you on social media, but for the ease of your purchase, if you go to myhux.ca and you'll see the little menu item and watch on your phone, because then it looks just like Instagram. But then you can actually, you'll see right now, oh, there's the bomb thong, and you can press the button and then the checkout comes up. So it's, and then you can still watch, but you can also, if you go, but I don't want a thong, I want the heroic hipster. Do I have to wait for it to come back? I got to go have my dinner or whatever.
Go that way. Yeah.
Slide,
Yeah.
slide, and you'll get all the, oh, Katie just bought another, bought the bomb
OG.
thong. Yay.
Yeah. Very
You just
nice.
slide and buy what you want.
Yeah.
Promo code
Please.
LIVE30 to get 30% off. So Jen, for anyone just joining us again, you created this, why underwear? Like most great products, I'm going to say all great products, typically stem from a very personal story and often a problem that needed to be solved by the person who invented it, knowing that surely to God, you're not the only one.
Right, exactly. So that's what I always say. Necessity is the mother of invention. And so I literally was at the gym doing kettlebell swings and got a glimpse. I was checking out my form. I was feeling good and caught a reflection and saw my camel toe. And then I was like, holy shit, like nobody, pardon me, can you bleep that out? But like, who wants that? I didn't want that. So I went looking for a product, and when I couldn't find the product, I invented it. And so and like I said, it continues to evolve. But if you're mindful of camel toe, you're going to get the coverage. If you want to feel fresh and dry, and I don't know who the hell wouldn't, we've got you covered there as well, right? And so that bamboo charcoal is phenomenal at thermoregulating as well, and so it will keep you cool in the summer and warmer in the winter. So it's very comfortable.
Black and cream. And again, we're already selling out of sizes. So click on the button that you see or that you swipe if you're watching at myhux.ca. Paterno, sorry, I hope I said that right. It's watching on Instagram. Isabel, Adele, all of you, White Table Catering, Vancouver. Come on, head over to
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Head over to myhux.ca. Click on live shopping. It's going to look just like Instagram if you're watching on your phone, but you can also watch on if you're watching on your computer, that's fine. But then you can actually shop while you're watching, and you'll also see everybody else that is there. I love that you've got such a great community. But what I love about these live shopping events, Jen, is we're getting new people learning about this incredible, helpful underwear.
Underwear. Yes, that's great. No, that's awesome. If we can extend our reach, we're going to be a global company, and so we will do it one customer at a time. And I will say, if somebody tries them, and it will be odd and rare that they don't like them, but we will always right set it. And so, please don't hesitate. If you're thinking about it, you get the 30% off. If for whatever reason the size is off, we will always right set that. Our goal is to make sure that you have the best experience. And there's no point in you having underwear that don't fit you right.
No, and I'll say that's actually very generous that you do that. And for anyone watching going, ooh, but what happens? It literally gets thrown out. They
Yeah.
they they have to. There's because there are regulations to that. And so for you to be kind of a trusted business operator, and this happens not just with your company, anyone that sells intimate products, they're not allowed to resell them. So I just want you to have that confidence when Jen says we're going to write that. It's a very rare occurrence, and I think for someone to send them back. But the reason that I love that we're doing this live shopping, Jen, and this is why for anyone watching, and I know you invited people from other businesses to watch just to see what this is about. It's because we can have the conversation about size up or get your true to size.
Right.
This kind of stuff doesn't always happen on a website, but when Jen is able to go or Dawn can go, look how much stretch. And by the way, stretch all the way, even where the legs go, which is not
Yes.
always right. It's that kind of advocacy, I'm going to say, and answering your questions that gives you, we hope, and I know that Jen is all about giving you confidence, literally with her product, but also in shopping with her, that we are doing this live shopping. And so if you have questions, let us know because we can answer them if you're on the website, myhux.ca. Oh, go check Jen's. I think So just said a comment. Do you want to check that for me?
Oh
So,
yeah.
so, yeah.
And Katie's there too. Oh, there's Katie Jewel is my niece who gave me the idea for HUX. Katie, thank you for joining. That's the niece, the cheerleader that told me to put the insert in my pants and then it fell out.
I love it. So said, I love the product. No other underwear in my drawer except HUX. I'm curious, for those of you that are still watching, I know some people are hopping in and out. Scott Doyle is watching on my Instagram. Head over to myhux.ca, go under live shopping. You're going to still see the same show, but you can actually scroll the products and press the button and shop. It makes it very easy. Live 30 is the promo code you're going to give to get 30% off. We had someone say their order came to more than $10 off, and that's with shipping. So that was fantastic. But what did I want to say? I can't now. I went and talked myself out of what I wanted to say. Oh, if it, this happens all the time, my mind's like, um, if you just shopped today and this is the first time you're buying Hux, put up a hand or put an emoji. I want to see if we got any new people joining the community, Jen.
Okay, and there's Ella Bester. I love my HUX, such a confidence booster. Yay, Ella. Ella's running a race coming up in May, and I'm sure she's gonna have her HUX and represent.
Yeah, flash everybody. If you're wearing your Hux and you hit that finish line. Well, if you just hit the finish line, frankly, like most of us don't finish anything. So if you finish, you have already won. Okay. But give it a little flash. I'd love to see if there's like a, in the horse races, Jen, when you get like the
Yes.
photo finish. Can you imagine like it's like run, 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 and you go flat.
And then record it so I have it and send it to me.
Well, hey, you never know. Jennifer Mackey photo watching right now on my Instagram. Head to myhux.ca, go to the live shopping menu. We'd love for you to watch while you're in the app so that you can, or on the website, because then you can press buttons. But if you are going at, screw that, I'm not going to, I want to just watch Instagram, I'm just checking in. Please go to the website before 18 minutes from now.
Yes.
Check out and use promo code LIVE30 and you'll
Yes.
get 30% off.
That's right. I do want to show people just the size. I want to is sizing because we do have larger sizes, and I have had people say to me, "Oh, you're skinny. There's not going to be my size," and there is your size. And so I just want to show people just in terms of this give and the stretch. And so we have this is the double XL, and so it's like it's got stretch. It covers your bottom. And then it's got the seamless edges, and this is in the hipster and the thong. And then you still have your beautiful gusset that gives you that coverage. But I know people sometimes shy away to say, I don't know if you're going to have my size. And I'm like, yes, we will. And try it. And if it doesn't fit, we will refund your money. So we have the sizes. So the extra large, or sorry, pardon me, the double XL goes up to size 22.
And for those of you watching and go, well, maybe you need a different size, right? When the demand is there, and if you need that and you want the option to have that at some point, then Jen's going to start taking a tally and go, okay, we've got enough to justify doing this.
Totally.
And it's not about that you don't want to include all ranges. You've actually been very inclusive, but we know that you can't, there are going to be people always that sometimes are left out of the mix of it with all products. And we're talking
Right.
especially luxury products, frankly. Like if I want to buy anything in like a couture line, good luck, I'll barely get it on my thigh, but that's the nature of fashion. But your goal, Jen, is to make sure that everybody benefits from the confidence of HUX. We've got new people watching, Wordsmith, Scott's watching, Adele, White Label Catering.
Nice.
Lots of you are watching, and I was seeing, gosh, Katie getting the rest of the friends to flash. Oh, everyone's gonna flash now. They're all gonna flash forward. And
Yes.
so many of you have been purchasing, which is great because you get 30% off. But I know that we constantly have new people joining. And so for
Yep.
those of you that are saying, I heard the story already,
Yeah.
too bad. Because you know what? This is what it takes to help people understand the why you're picking up this and getting a great deal on it. But why is this more of an investment underwear? But why is it worth it even at full price, Jen?
Even at full price, because we have this innovative bamboo charcoal insert, so it comes up high enough. You have it there. I'll show it in the hipster. Comes up high enough so you get coverage, so you're not worried about camel toe, which is the reason I invented HUX. But you have this patented bamboo charcoal liner that's not too thick. You can see, Dawn, you're holding that up beautifully. Not too thick, but it's just enough of a buffer. There's no camel toe. You're going to stay fresh with that bamboo charcoal pulls away odor and moisture, and they wash up beautifully. Now the manufacturer does say you should hang to dry. I put them in the dryer. In the dryer? Yeah, I hate.
Yeah.
My husband's probably gonna kill me, but my husband does the laundry. But I think they go in the dryer. I'm pretty sure they do. But people I know have the manufacturer says hang them to dry, but most people I know throw them in the dryer. But if you want to extend the life of them, but I don't.
Listen, so my husband does his own laundry and I do my own laundry.
Okay.
And the thing is if I don't buy I personally like the black more than the cream just for my own personal preference. And there's nothing wrong with the cream. It's just some of you like cream, some of you like black. I like black. But if I did buy cream, then it is most likely that I would somehow end up with the yet to be invented color of pink. Because I'm very bad at sorting laundry.
Okay.
I'm very bad at sorting laundry. And so if I had the cream,
Yeah.
I'd be throwing like a red something in there and I'd end up with
Okay. What color would be your color choice is pink?
no, no. I just said
Okay.
it would happen because I'm terrible at
Oh,
sorting
I see what you're
laundry.
saying. But if we like, we're always looking for ideas. If you were Donna, if you were to pick a next color, what would that color be?
Mm. Oh, see, I really like black. I think, anytime you can match your bras, because you haven't come out with a line of bras yet.
Not
You
yet.
need
No.
one for boob sweat.
Yes, I do. I know that. Yes.
That's because people like Matt, some people like, oh, I see our moderators going, yes, I've been telling her that forever.
Does she see
Um,
it? Oh.
but I could see that bamboo, and also frankly too, because sometimes our little buds, actually all the buds,
Yes.
sometimes can be sensitive, which is also why I like HUX. But
Yeah.
sometimes the dual buds, the side by side, the tandem buds, if they're sensitive, sometimes it is nice to have that extra little padding without having a full padded, bra.
Right. Right. Just a
I could see
little
that.
little coverage. Yeah, and it would take away that boob sweat. Even if it
Yeah.
wasn't, we're starting to explore what does that look like? Is it just a little bit underneath? Is it the full front? So we will get there.
Yeah. Hey, comment down below if you get boob sweat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Or
Answer answer the other question. If you could choose the next color for HUX, you could do a contest around this actually, or a
yes.
limited edition option. Like maybe for next year's Valentine's, you bring out only 100 of like red or something. I don't know. I'm just putting it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
we are definitely exploring. We want to do a product that even if it's not just limited, because when you work with manufacturers, there are minimum quantities that they will do. And so they may not do 100 pairs. But if everyone's like, I want gray, then we can look at like
yeah.
exploring what that looks like.
I love it. Oh, we just had two more people add to Bomb Phone 2.0. Low
Nice.
to low to mid rise, I should say. So can you kind of run through for anyone watching going, okay, everyone gets the idea of a thong.
Yep.
Okay, so we understand that.
Yep.
And then we got the hipster, but we're hearing 2.0 and OG. And what does that mean?
Yeah, so the OGs is what we came out of the gates. We built this product, 20 plus prototypes, perfected it. And then we got feedback from our audience that said, "Hey, could you, could you do a product that a pair of underwear that comes up higher?" So the 2.0 offers it comes up to just below your belly button, so it gives you a bit more coverage on the tummy in both the thong and the hipster. Can you make it seamless in the legs? So you can see here, this is now seamless. And so that's the difference. The things that are the same are the comfort, the body of it is made of the polyester spandex. The gusset is still the bamboo charcoal, but you have the option to go seamless or come up higher on the waist. And then the other thing is we thinned out the thong back a little bit. You have the OG there. If you can hold it up, this is the 2.0. So the thong back is a little bit
Oh,
thinner on this one,
hold on.
just based on feedback.
Let me get that right. Sorry, I twisted these inside out. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right.
Okay, and that's a little bit thicker. I will say I still wear the OGs because I have so many of them. They're close to my heart. It was their first iteration, so still just as comfortable, but you have the option of a little thinner thong back if you like.
Yeah, and let me say, first of all, when the OG is gone, the OG is gone forever. So if you are like a hard and fast fan of the OG, when it's gone forever, because that's the whole point is you do different versions
You
and very
got it.
rare, of course, because the idea is that it's not like you needed a ton of improvement, but there's always adjustments that are based on a variety of reasons, and it doesn't mean that you're getting a worse product. It just means that you're getting
Oh,
a
right.
slightly different product. But if you do want the 2.0, we're already sold out of the small in the black. And if you want the 2.0, and that's by the way in the thong, and if you want the small in the hipster, the low to mid rise is sold out, but you can always size up. And we do have again in the OG small in the thong, no problem. Here's the thing, like everybody, when you run out, you gotta place orders. You got to try to keep inventory.
Yes.
You are at a point right now where if you want your products and you want them like in May,
Right.
you got to buy. I would say, you don't listen. I don't want to spend your money for you, but if why wouldn't you want 30% off? You've got 10 minutes left to use promo code live 30 to get 30% off. Sylvester, go get 10% off. Like it works out to over $10 in saving, but you're not going to be able to have stock back in until June.
June. Yes.
So, and it won't be on sale then, by the way, unless we
No.
randomly decide to do another event. But you're kind of right now, you're offering such a great incentive, Jen, because we're trying a new way for people to shop with you, and you want to reward people for joining us and joining us on the website, right?
Right, for their time. And yeah, so the other thing I will say is in terms of like I'm a thong person all the time, I wear them all the time, but where I will say where a full bottom comes in handy, especially in the cream, is in the summer when you're wearing white linen pants or
Mm.
white jeans, right? So I would wear it because I don't want, like, sometimes you have dimples on your bottoms, or maybe that's me, I don't know, but I don't
Oh
want them
no.
showing. But this gives you just like the nice buffer. So I typically wear black, probably for the same reasons you wear black. But the cream, what I will say is too, is so it gives you that coverage, but you can wear cream under black. It doesn't show through, but you can't necessarily wear the black under under the white linen. So the
Yeah.
cream in some ways is a little bit more versatile, for those who don't have any concerns.
So here's the thing, and again, it's not I don't want to overspend people's money for them, but you're getting 30% off. You got 8 minutes and 41 seconds. And oh, it looks like we had two people just add the bomb thong. Awesome. I'm applauding you because you're smart shoppers, you're getting it on sale. And if you're watching on Instagram, you can still use the promo code live 30 at checkout, but you only have 8 minutes to do it. If you want to go to the website, you can check out and you can finish watching the show. But there's nothing wrong with picking up more than one color. Because
Right.
here's the thing, once you get these home, like, so let's say you desire to wear cream pants and you get the black because you think, oh, I only buy black. And then you're going to get them and you can still, hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you your fashion choices, but you're going to love these so much. Like you're going to love these so much. And then what's going to happen, Jen, is you're going to go, why didn't I buy the cream
Right.
as well? Not or,
Yep.
and.
And then you have for different times of the month, right? So sometimes you want to feel just cozy, and so the hipsters are good for that when you're around, you're PMSing a little bit, you're feeling a little bit bloated. It gives you just that tucked in feeling. Yeah, so you have options.
And who doesn't want options? You can have a lot of problems. Cameltoe ain't gonna be one of them. And I encourage you to, first of all, shop now while the discount is on. You can browse and read the Jen's story on the website and read testimonials. I'm gonna say, if you want to read now, you got 7 minutes left to still get the discount, but or you can read afterwards. And I'll say when you get your products home, like you're dealing with and listen, I always hate to say small business because it's not small in your world and it's everything to you.
Hmm.
But
It
what I
sure
mean is
is.
but you're not shopping Victoria's Secret. You're not shopping
Right.
La Senza. You're not shopping Target and thing. And you know what you don't get when you shop those? You don't get the founder talking to you directly and sending you a card. And if she has time, she's going to toss a nice little note on there for you. And no promises. You don't get a note. There's just sometimes that doesn't happen. But you get someone that really cares. Like on Twitter, I always look or Twitter, uh, TikTok. There's my perimenopausal brain going. I always love it when they have those videos of like what it feels like when you see an order come in. Like, what is it when you have I know your moderator is
My
part of your
gosh.
team in that way. Like,
Yeah.
what does that feel like for you?
Oh, I just can't even tell you. So I have the app on my phone. So when I'm traveling, I get the dings, and it's very rewarding. And I know they're coming back. I love when somebody tries one. I'm like, you're gonna be back, and so it's a good feeling because I know what it is to need an underwear like this, right? So that will give you the confidence that you can just go what you need to do and not be rustling around with your underwear. They're going to stay in place. They're going to be so comfortable, and you're going to feel fresh as all get out. And so yeah, nothing but pride that we are our vision is to build this into a global brand, a household name, and we're going to do it one customer at a time.
And if you happen to be in select F45 locations and you see HUX, by all means, support your purchases there.
Yes.
What you
Yep.
cannot get is for the next 5 minutes and 24 seconds, 30% off. So I
30%.
see we've got Shalisa watching on my Instagram, Noah, Cliff is watching, Sylvester. I know you've got people on your Instagram as well. Go now shop. Please do not wait, because by the time you log on, it's going to take you 1 minute, and then now you're down to 4 minutes. And use Live 30 to get 30% off. And that's the
Yes.
best thing. Um, so you talked about the gusset, and for anyone in this last 5 minutes, you've got literally enough time, Jen, to give us your elevator pitch. Tell us in this last few minutes, for anyone joining, everything they need to know about HUX.
Yeah, so I invented HUX when I they say necessity is the mother of invention. I was doing kettlebell swings at the gym, feeling confident, got a reflection, got glimpse of my own reflection, and saw my freaking camel toe. And so I went looking. It was like I was mortified. I went look, and you just like, what do you do, right? And so I mean, some people wear long tunics. I was like, no, I'm going to solve for this. So when I couldn't find it, that's what I did. And I did share the story about my niece who said was a cheerleader. That's Katie. I hopefully she's fine with me sharing the story. She told me she put these little sticky inserts in. I tried it, worked like a charm until it didn't. And when it fell out and the instructor picked it up off the floor in the gym, that was the genesis of HUX. And we built our OGs that have a modesty panel, so no camel toe. It's going to keep you fresh and dry. It's made out of the bamboo charcoal. But our 2.0 is like we just continue to build products that women trust and love. So 2.0, you're going to get a higher waist option, thinner thong, and a seamless option, but you're not going to be disappointed with the OGs. In fact, the OGs, I just still wear the OGs because close to my heart, first iteration, and they're equally as comfortable, and you still get this gusset. The other thing is too, they are actually so beautiful. Like it reminds me, the black reminds me of a tuxedo, but like the quality of it is just so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a bit of a tuxedo stripe there. You've got the seamless, and I like the pink and red together. The black is very classic, stunning, and so we did not skimp on quality, and we went back iteration after iteration, saying this needs to be better. You have to do this better. And I know I was driving them nuts, but I'm so happy with the end result. And that's why we are having people come back. And people don't know they need these until they try them. And now they're like, okay, they're not clean. My HUX isn't clean. So now I know I need to get more, because you don't know what you're missing until you try them.
And I will say, so yes, in advance of this show, actually our last one, and I haven't worn these yet, but I can't wait to like shift out to new underwear, because this is, well, I'll probably keep some because I think we're going to be on air again together. But you did send me samples. As when you work with a host, you want to make sure they experience your product, but you actually didn't need to send me samples because I needed to experience them. I actually was a customer first.
You were.
I, outside of these samples, because I didn't want to show my worn underwear, even though they would look brand new, I just feel like if I'm doing that, someone probably want me to send them in an envelope or some stupid thing. But I know that's getting gross. But anyways, I'm a customer first, so I paid full price. And I know Jen. Jen's like worked with me before, and we've known each other for a long time now. But like good friends do, good friends support business, but they also pay full price, until you don't have to, like getting 30% off. So now you
Right.
get to be friends and 30. But so I just want everyone to know, it's like Dawn's like, oh, no, I am a fan, which is the only, if I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't be doing this with you. And I wouldn't have purchased for myself my own money. I
Right.
paid 35, almost $35 a pair. You're going to pay $10 less if you use in the next 1 minute. 1 minute.
One
Live
minute.
30. Live
Yes.
30. Oh, okay. Did we get any more? Okay, by the way, Ella wants red in the next carnation. Sue's got
Yes.
a happy face.
It's my favorite color. Yes, red's my favorite color. But I want to say before we drop off here, we have like a minute and 25 seconds. What I will say is thank you to everybody who showed up, and it means a lot. I know time is valuable, and so it just like amazing. I have the best community. And Dawn, thank you. You are a true professional and you didn't have to do this, but you showed up and you helped me. And so anyone here who owns a business that wants to do this, Dawn is freaking amazing. Makes you feel so comfortable. And I really think if this is something you want to explore, you need to reach out to Dawn. She's on Instagram, she's on TikTok, but if you need help, just come to me and I'll connect you.
You are my hero, Jen, and let me say that this is the time to support small business. This is the time to support women in business, and men can support women in business. Women can support women. We build a community. You do not have to be athletic to wear these. You can be athletic. You can be like me. You can be a couch potato. We've got the thong, and we've got, and I know we have 30 seconds left. And of course, we've also got the hipster as well. If you're watching the replay, and you can anytime, unfortunately, the promo is only active during the live event. So we'll apologize in advance, but well worth full price. Well worth full price. So that's it, Jen.
That's it.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
So we can either end live or we can wait till it drops off. But let's do 7 seconds and we'll both do like
Okay.
let's do the HUX wave.
Okay.
All right, bye everybody.